All right, people. I wanted to go ahead and make this video. I wanted to talk about Takashi 69. Now, Takashi 69 has made a lot of buzz as of late. Okay, especially with some of his hit songs that are out now. For those of you who don't know who Takashi 69 is, he is a half Hispanic, half Puerto Rican rapper out of New York City. He identifies with the Bloods street gang, and he has a number of hit. He has two hit songs out right now, um, on YouTube right now that have millions and millions in views. Over 100. One of them just over 100 million views alone. Okay. Just recently he was on the Breakfast Club. He did an interview. I saw him do an interview with This Is 50 on YouTube, and he's known for talking a lot of shit. Okay, he's known for talking a lot of shit about other rappers. Specifically, he's gotten in trouble for talking a lot of shit about other blood rappers. He doesn't seem to get along well with other blood rappers. He seems to beef with them a lot, mainly stemming from the fact that he refuses to check in, meaning he kind of refuses to acknowledge these other rappers that are in the industry that came before him, like YG and The Game and others who have called him out on this. And he is adamant about this. He's adamant about the fact that he doesn't want to check in, that that's not what he's going to do, that that's not what he's interested in. And as a result, this brother has a lot of hate. He's received a lot of hate for that. I believe YG, and YG was he was, I saw him in a video where he was out with a bunch of other people at some place, and they said that they were looking for Takashi. I guess looking for him to check him, or maybe even beat his ass or something like that. I know he did get beat up outside of the LAX airport. He got into a squabble, him and his boys, when he came to LA about a month ago, to do some shows in LA. And he got into, some dudes. I believe these dudes were from Houston. They confronted him at the airport. They confronted him and his entourage, and they started beating up the dudes in his entourage. And then Takashi jumped in, and he got kicked in the head and knocked on the ground. But a lot of the venues that he was supposed to perform at in Los Angeles, a lot of that got canceled, presumably because the venues themselves did not, they thought it was too dangerous. They thought that if they brought Takashi in to do a show, that there was going to be, something was going to happen, something was going to go down. This guy does have a price on his head. There's a lot of people out there that said that they want to lay hands on him and stuff like that. So a lot of these venues, they didn't want that smoke, they didn't want that drama. So they canceled a lot of his shows, and he actually lost. He's really losing a lot of money because of that too. That's another thing. He's losing a lot of money because of that, but that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother discussion. But my opinion of Takashi, I watched two interviews of him. I watched the Breakfast Club interview, and I watched the This Is 50 interview. Now, in the Breakfast Club interview, he came off a little bit more. I think the Breakfast Club interview, he was a little bit, what he said was a little bit more well thought out. In the This Is 50 video, he was just kind of just wilding out. He was really wilding out. He was really talking a lot of shit about other blood rappers, people like The Game and YG and stuff like that. He was just really talking shit. At one point, he said, he tried to make it look like that these other rappers aren't doing anything for their communities, even though it is well documented, how much The Game has contributed to his community, how much people like YG have contributed to his community. All that is well documented. But in the This Is 50 video, he tried to make it look like as if, these other rappers ain't doing anything, and he's the only one that's giving back, to the poor kids, from his community. He did it. I know he did go to the Dominican Republic and he was passing out money to, some of these disadvantaged kids in the Dominican Republic. But I thought it wasn't smart for him to sit up there and act like he's the only one that does that. A lot of these rappers give back to their community. Hell, it's a tax break for a lot of them. Okay, that's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? But so I mean, he's known for talking shit. He's known for really running his mouth big time. That whole kind of thing. And a lot of people are saying that it's just a matter of time before his what he says is going to catch up with him. I saw a comment on I believe it was the This Is 50 interview where the person just said, this is a dead boy walking. That whole type of thing. I mean, this guy, he really makes a lot of enemies, man. Really, like, I mean, and I don't even know if all of this is just I know a lot of it is marketing. I know, when you stir a lot of controversy, you're gonna get a lot of media attention. So a lot of it is marketing, and I get that. But at the same time, though, I mean, if you going out, and you running your mouth like that to the point where venues are refusing to have you, or you don't want to go to the venue because you don't feel that particular venue can guarantee your safety because they don't want to have to hire 50 security guards just because you coming in to do a show, go way above and beyond what they would have to do for other artists, and you're losing money because of all this stuff. You really got to think, well, how long is this whole Takashi thing going to last? Personally, I'm going to be honest, I like his songs. I mean, I really do. You know, I'm not gonna say that his songs are bad. His songs are actually kind of good, but they're all. One thing I noticed is they're all kind of the same. And Takashi doesn't seem like a very well-rounded artist. He kind of just raps about the same thing over and over again. That whole being hard. He's from the streets. He's a blood. He a killer. He gonna run up on niggas. He gonna run niggas off they block. He gonna shoot at the cops and all this and that whole type of thing. I mean, but at the same time, the marketing of it all is brilliant. I mean, this guy, he tweets out like where his video shoots are gonna be, and hundred thousands of kids in New York City show up to his video shoots. Just so, I mean, the sensation. I mean, the dude is a sensation. You gotta give him that. He's a sensation, regardless of what you think about him. He is a sensation. You gotta admit that. You gotta give that to him. But as far as it goes, I think it's going to be interesting to see how long this stuff lasts. It really is. It's going to be interesting to see how long Takashi really lasts in the game. I have a feeling he's not going to last for long. I think he's going to be a one hit wonder, or not one hit wonder, but I think he's going to be a momentary sensation, and then maybe a year from now, 2 years from now, it's very possible people may forget who he is, and that whole type of thing. But anyways, leave comments, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. I just want to get that out there, give my opinion. Peace.